You'll find the construction site unlike any other. Beneath the scaffolding stands the Williamsburg Bray School. It's believed to be the oldest building dedicated to the education of black children in North America. Opened from 1760 to 1774, the school educated more than 300 black children, most of them enslaved. They were taught to read the Bible and other books with lessons geared toward teaching religion and obedience. Dr. Maureen L. Gersman Lee is the director of William and Mary's Bray School Lab.
It's a story of black children being educated at this incredible moment in the 18th century when the North American continent, and really the British Empire, is about to be remade by revolution. The way the building is oriented now, where it's...
Tanya Meredith moved here from Texas just to work at the Bray School Lab, tracking down descendants to get their families' histories.
I've always been taught a different story, and I wanted to be a part of changing the narrative in this country of what our ancestors were able to accomplish.
The school closed in 1774 and never reopened, in part because of the American Revolution. Afterwards, the building was used for housing and other purposes. 4 years ago, it was certified as the Bray School building by testing the structure's original wood frame. Colonial Williamsburg bought the school and moved it to its final location last February. And now, painstaking work is being done to renovate the building while preserving its history. The saw marks on wooden beams, the thumbprints left in bricks by 18th century builders, the square post at the bottom of the stairs rounded by centuries of human contact. The school will stand right next to the original site of the First Baptist Church, which we told you about last July. Archaeologists uncovered the foundation of what may be Virginia's first black church, as well as a cemetery. Colonial Williamsburg CEO Cliff Fleet says the Bray School will open to the public next fall.
We think this is critically important work to make sure that we can tell history in a way that brings us together as Americans and makes all people recognize that this country belongs to all of us, and all of us shaped its development.
In the fall of 2024.
For Tanya, this is deeply personal. Her own family history is divided into those who enslaved the students at the Bray School and those who may have gone there. You have a connection to the enslaved and a connection to the enslavers.
Yes, sir.
How do you reconcile that? Or do you?
The way that I reconcile it is, while this may be a painful part of history, when you think about the fact that these children, while being educated, were also being indoctrinated, that slavery was their natural station in life, you have to find a glimmer of hope in there somewhere.
She finds that hope in the stories she's helping to collect from families connected to this centuries-old schoolhouse.
I interviewed a biology professor from Hampton University who says that I've gone out and educated future doctors who've gone out to the Caribbean, who've gone out to the West Coast. He said, and I carry that, and I carry that badge proudly to be a descendant and to carry their legacies.
Colonial Williamsburg says that the restored Bray School will open in September, and the rebuilt First Baptist Church that's right next door, that's set to open in 2026. Together, they'll help tell a fuller and richer version of our shared American history.
And then what's it going to take to restore all that? I mean, I would imagine it's a ton of dough.
It's a lot of money. Millions of dollars and a lot of time. And the folks, by the way, the folks down in Colonial Williamsburg, they specialize in this kind of restoration. They actually make the bricks by hand. They're on site to try and replicate bricks that were made back in the 1700s.
That's the beautiful thing of Williamsburg. It's a living, breathing museum that the enactors and all those people, they're actually craftspeople who work on and everything that's in and on that campus.
And they care enough to preserve it. Yeah,
amazing.
That was a great story.
Thanks so much for bringing that to us.
Thank you, my friend.
All right.
Hey, thanks for watching. Don't miss the Today Show every weekday at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 Pacific on our streaming channel, Today All Day. To watch, head to today.com/allday or click the link right here.